Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this. Within just a few days, Queen Mary of Denmark steps out at two grand events. One evening she's glimmering in her delicate pearl, snowdrop, earrings, the very ones she wore on her wedding day, and then, almost immediately after, she's dazzling the world in antique heirloom jewels once worn by 19th-century Scandinavian queens. It wasn't just fashion, it was storytelling through sparkle. You see, Queen Mary has always had a rare gift, not just for elegance but for communication without words. Every gown, every gem, every subtle choice seems to whisper a story about who she is and what she stands for. And this time, the Danish press caught something remarkable. Within a few short days, she wore two entirely different styles of jewelry, one deeply personal, and one steeped in royal history. It made people ask, was this coincidence, or was it a carefully crafted royal message? Let's take a closer look. At one event, Queen Mary appeared in her iconic snowdrop earrings, soft, radiant pearls designed by the Danish jeweler Dulong. These are not just any earrings, they were the same pair she wore when she married Crown Prince Frederik. They've been with her from bride to queen, through 20 years of royal life. By wearing them again at a diplomatic dinner, she wasn't just accessorizing. She was showing continuity, a quiet reminder of her love story and her enduring connection to Denmark. Then, just days later, she arrived at a major royal event wearing something completely different, a set of antique heirloom jewelry linked to Queen Josephina of Sweden-Norway. These pieces date back to the 1800s and are part of the Danish royal collection. They're the kind of jewels reserved for deep tradition, heavy history, and powerful symbolism. Now think about that contrast for a moment. First, a modern Danish design, sentimental and personal. Then, historic jewels, regal and ancestral. Two looks, worlds apart, worn almost back to back. Why? Because Queen Mary understands something many overlook. Jewelry, for royals, is language. It's how they pay tribute to history, honor their countries, and sometimes, connect emotionally with the people watching. When Mary wears local Danish pieces, she shines a light on her country's artisans and modern creativity. When she wears heirlooms, she reminds everyone of the monarchy's long, shared roots across Europe. It's diplomacy, wrapped in diamonds and pearls. And make no mistake, these choices aren't random. Experts in royal fashion say Mary's approach is deliberate, almost curatorial. She blends eras the same way she blends roles: wife, mother, queen, and cultural ambassador. One day, she embodies modern Denmark. The next, she channels royal history stretching back 2 centuries. It's the perfect balance, modernity and memory intertwined. And that's what fascinates so many of us. She's not just wearing jewels, she's telling stories. A story about loyalty to her adopted homeland. A story about love that has lasted through decades of royal life. And a story about the bridge between the old world and the new. So when Bill Bladett pointed out that Queen Mary switched from her wedding earrings to historic heirlooms within just days, it wasn't simply an observation about fashion, it was a glimpse into her ability to communicate through grace and symbolism. Because for Queen Mary, every earring, every bracelet, and every glittering gem has meaning. It's a language of elegance, respect, and remembrance, and she speaks it fluently. So the next time you see Queen Mary step out in something sparkling, look a little closer. You might not just be seeing diamonds. You might be seeing Denmark's history, her love story, and her message to the world. All shining together, one jewel at a time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.